What's up, collectors? Welcome back to Films by Color. It is time for another monthly haul video. You guys have been continuing to enjoy these, so I'm going to keep making them. This is everything I bought in the month of June, and I've got some pretty exciting stuff to show you guys. I went a little bit crazy with the 4K Steelbooks that Best Buy has been putting out, which is not like me. I'm not usually a Steelbook guy, but I really like these ones, so I grabbed them, and I'm going to show them to you right now. Let's go ahead and jump in. The first one at the top of the stack is little movie called 3:10 to Yuma, which is one of my dad's very favorite movies. This actually is, I think, his favorite Western of all time, and I'm a terrible son because I've never seen it. So I'm going to rectify that this year and watch this. Hopefully I can get him to come over and we can watch it together downstairs in the theater. I would like to do that. I think I'm also going to try to pick up the original 3:10 to Yuma this month because it is in the Criterion collection and I don't have it yet. So I'm going to try to pick that up in the July sale if one of my stores has it. But this is the remake, obviously, with Christian Bale and Russell Crowe. And this Steelbook is just beautiful. It has a slipcover, which is a surefire way to get DJ to buy a Steelbook. Throw a slipcover on that bad boy. And here it is. Watch this. Watch the reveal. Boom, look at that. The train and the characters come off. And then you've got a completely different feel to the cover. You've got a more warm oranges and reds and yellows. And then on the back, you've got both. You've got the cool colors and you've got the more warm colors coming through. Really like the painterly artwork on the back there with all of those characters that I haven't met yet, but I will check this out soon. Let me know in the comments what you think of this film. I've taken the digital code out so we can open it up and see what's in here. This is really cool. The disc art is Russell Crowe and Christian Bale, and their heads continue the artwork from behind the discs. So if you take one of the discs out, you can see the full artwork, and then you put the disc and it matches up perfectly. I love when they do that stuff. Very, very nice Steelbook. Really like how that one looks. So I was happy to pick that up, and it wasn't too expensive. I think it was around $20. So that is 3:10 to Yuma. Looks great. Love that one. Moving on to another 4K Steelbook with a beautiful slipcover and another movie that I haven't seen yet. It's Highlander, which has this incredible Steelbook, and it slides off. The sword slides up like that off of the slipcover and slides back down. There's the back. I'll show you this. Look at that. Look at that artwork on the back. Comes around to the front. Incredible artwork. This is a film that came up in our top 10 fantasy films. I did that top 10 fantasy films video with my good friend Austin, and he brought this up. This was in his top 10, and I hadn't seen it, and I still haven't seen it, but now the 4K is out, and there's this incredible, wow, that's something I just noticed. I didn't know that. It says first pressing inside there. That's really cool. I didn't notice that. So now I can finally watch this film in beautiful, stunning 4K in this incredible Steelbook release. Here's the inside. And not only does it have incredible artwork, also on the inside on both discs. So you've got the hero and the villain on the discs, and then underneath the discs, pop these out real quick, because you've also got artwork underneath, behind the discs, right there. Incredible release. I'm actually very happy I didn't pick up the standard 4K version when I saw it at Target a few weeks ago, because this Steelbook is just gorgeous, and it also includes some art cards in here. So you've got this one here, and then you've got that one, this one, and your last one right there. That's really nice. This is a super nice release put out by Studio Canal, and it almost has like a boutique feel to it because it does include art cards, and it just looks super great. I can't wait to put that one up on the shelf. I've been waiting till I shoot this video to mix it in, but it's got this nice, cool, bluish purple tones to it. I really like how the sword on the slipcover splits the artwork up into the 4 different sections. Super well thought out, beautifully illustrated, and really, really like that one. That is the Highlander 4K Steelbook, and it also includes the Blu-ray and the digital copy. Very glad I picked that one up. And then keeping the Steelbooks coming, we've got another one here. This one is not for me. I actually bought this for a friend. I bought this for my good buddy Connor, who's been on the channel many times. We were talking on the phone, and he was telling me how much he regretted not picking this one up when he saw it because he never saw it again at his Best Buy, but I saw it at mine. So I picked it up for him, and hopefully I can give it to him in the near future here. It is the Man Who Fell to Earth 4K release. We were talking about the Criterion edition of this, and Connor was talking about how he's never going to get it because it's insanely expensive. You can't find it on eBay for less than $100, but this one was only $20, and it is another 4K Steelbook, and it looks great. Look at the artwork. Another slipcover reveal here. This one pops off, and the lightning bolt comes off, and then his eye is the alien eye underneath. Super cool. Really, really love this one. I'm tempted to keep this one and not give it to you, buddy. But I already told him I would give it to him, so I have to. But look at that. Look at the back. The artwork on the back, I'll slide this off, is gorgeous. It's a wraparound, so it starts here, and then lovely spine there, and then the galaxy space imagery continues on the other side. And you've got more beautiful disc art on the inside with the same style artwork. And then it's got another one of those, just like the 310 to Yuma, the face completes the artwork behind the disc. So you've got his face there, and the disc goes right on that. And then there's more artwork on the other side too. That galaxy or nebula or whatever that is. I have not finished this film. I watched the first half of it when it was on the Criterion channel. And then something came up and I wasn't able to finish it. And then by the time I had gone back, it was no longer on the channel, so I was bummed about that. But I actually don't need this because of something I've picked up recently that'll pop up in a future video, which you probably already know what that is. But I don't need this, so I'm going to hold this until I can give it to my good buddy Connor. Hopefully, he can come visit me sometime in the near future. We're trying to work that out. Hopefully, he can come back down to Atlanta, and we can hang out for a few days or a week or so, and I will hand him this when he gets here. So that is it. That's the Man Who Fell to Earth 4K Steelbook, also Blu-ray digital. These are all very similar releases. All three Lionsgate releases, all three beautiful steelbooks with lovely slipcovers. I love the Man Who Fell to Earth slipcover because it's actually a full slipcover. They look great together. Very happy to have all of those for now. And then we've got one more steelbook, which is the one I'm most excited about and the one that was hardest for me to get my hands on. So I told the story about this. I'll go ahead and show you what it is. It's Dragon Slayer, the 4K Steelbook that they just put out earlier this year. I told the story on another video how I got this on Amazon and it showed up in the mail and it was completely damaged, too far for me to keep it. It's always a gamble when you buy from Amazon, and usually the corners, get dinged up because they just stick it in an envelope and throw it on your porch. So I was a little bit prepared for that, but this one was way too far gone. Not only was the slipcover damaged a little bit and kind of ripped, but the steelbook underneath was completely dented in, and the sides were bent out, and the spine of the steelbook had a big crack in it. So it was too damaged. So I sent it back, and then it was out of print. I couldn't find it on Amazon anymore. They were completely sold out. So I thought I had missed my chance. But then, just randomly, out of nowhere, I go to a Best Buy that I don't normally go to, and they had one. And I found it, and I was so excited, but I didn't have my debit card. I left my wallet with Grace because we were actually taking my son to the doctor, and it was actually right down the street. He had to wait around a little bit because he got a shot, and they wanted to make sure he didn't have a reaction. So while they were waiting, I just headed over to Best Buy for a minute just to look around, just to see. Wasn't really expecting to find anything, and then I found this, and I had no way to pay for it. So what I did, don't judge me because I'm sure all of you have done this at some point. I hid it behind, I think, the Batman releases down here. I went back to the doctor, picked up my son, picked up my wife, grabbed my wallet, and then we went back to Best Buy. I went back to the shelf where I put this, and right there, standing right in front of it, is the guy stocking the shelves. So I was like, oh, God, what am I going to do? I'm going to have to take the walk of shame and reach behind it and pick him up and tell him what I did. But I did not. I just kind of waited until he moved over a little bit, and I just kind of slowly slipped in there and reached behind it and sulked away without making eye contact or talking to him at all. It was very embarrassing, very humiliating, but it was worth it because I got the Dragon Slayer 4K Steelbook. This is the back. And if you think the slipcover is beautiful, look at this. Oh, that is crazy. I don't think I've seen a Steelbook this pretty since the Rand Steelbook that I picked up a few months ago. Look at that. That's the front. Got the dragon eye on the back. Lovely black and red spine. Very minimal on the inside, but I like how it looks. You've got the Dragon Slayer disc, and then you've got the text over there on the right in the red font. Very, very happy I was finally able to pick that one up. It was a struggle, but we finally made it happen. And I did end up watching this. I already watched it, and I liked it quite a bit. Really enjoyed this. Love the effects on this. The practical effects held up surprisingly well. There's a little bit of sky painting in the end that doesn't hold up, but everything else with the practical effects with the dragon looks great. I had a really fun time with it, and held up surprisingly well. I like that a lot. Next, we've also got another pickup from Best Buy. All of these were from Best Buy this month so far, and this is another one, not a Steelbook, but a movie that I really wanted to get my hands on because I loved this movie last year. This was one of my favorite movies from last year. Got to see it in the theater downtown right before the Oscars happened. It's Darren Aronofsky's The Whale. I could not find a copy of this. I had it in my Amazon wishlist forever, and then it went out of stock for a little bit, and then the price went up, so I never ended up getting it. There is no 4K of this, so this is just the Blu-ray. I did end up finding it, though, at Best Buy for a really good deal. I can't remember what it was, but it was pretty cheap. I think it was like $15. But there it is, The Whale, with the slipcover, standard jewel case underneath, and then you've got the digital copy inside. And there's the Blu-ray. Very bare bones release, but you kind of expect that. It was a very low budget movie, and it wasn't a blockbuster or anything. So I'm just happy to have a Blu-ray copy of it because I really, really enjoyed that film. And then we've got a couple more here, not from Best Buy. These I got from a secondhand store called Second and Charles here in the area. These are two older Disney classics that I had to grab because I no longer have Disney Plus. I no longer have any streaming services, really. I've got enough stuff to watch back here. So I wanted to be sure to grab these. This first one is The Rocketeer. Very, very fun proto-superhero, kind of pulpy, early superhero film from the 90s. This is the 20th anniversary edition Blu-ray, and I really enjoyed this film when I watched it. I think I watched it on Disney Plus when Disney Plus first launched. I think it was around that time. But yeah, this is a great film. This has got a very young Jennifer Connelly in it right there. And yeah, that's a fun one. I quite enjoyed that one. Let me know what you think of The Rocketeer. And then the other one I got here, again, technically a Disney film, but not like a standard Walt Disney Animation Studios film, but it is an animated film. This is James and the Giant Peach, which I've never seen, but I love stop motion animation. And I think this is another one of the better Roald Dahl adaptations. And it's got a really nice slipcover. These both, by the way, were like $6. They were super cheap. Look at that. Look at that shiny slipcover. Blu-ray and DVD version. You've got both discs in here. Not much to see there. Just pretty standard. But yeah, very happy to have that. I don't think my kids are quite old enough to watch that. Maybe they are. Let me know what age kids are old enough to watch this, because I think it's a little bit creepy. My kids are still very young, but maybe one of these October Halloween times we'll pop this in, and yeah, we'll check that out together. That is the two Disney films that I got from Second and Charles, and then we also got the Best Buy pickups from this month, including 4 very, very nice 4K Steelbooks. Very, very happy with this month's haul. Let me know what you think of all these picks in the comments below. I'll talk to you guys down there. Look at that. Very nice, very, very colorful array of spines. Can't wait to get those back on the shelf, and I will see you guys very soon. Until next time, keep collecting, and I'll be back with more content about physical media real soon.